Governments have a new enemy, but can they detect it fast enough to protect civilian lives and the democracy we live in? Welcome to Seeing Clearly. My name is Alyssa, and this is a special news segment on our ongoing government's role in the era of fake news. In a world of deepfakes, AI, and liars' dividend, civilians are looking more and more to their governments for protection. From Australia's ban of social media to political figures shifting blame to the use of deep fakes in a phenomenon called liar's dividend, to Canada's new AI policy, here's what you need to know about the high stakes of the digital world that we live in. Hattie is a 15-year-old from Melbourne, Australia, where social media has been banned for children below the age of 16. We asked her what she thinks about the new law. Well, I think it's great. You hear about the anxiety and stress of kids who use these platforms, and I'm glad that our governments, have been able to put their foot down against these big companies to protect us. The Online Safety Amendment Bill passed in 2024 affects platforms like YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. One way the Australian government enforces the bill is by delivering fines up to $50 million if these companies don't comply. Although UNICEF Australia thinks that the social media ban by itself won't fix the problems young people face online, the ban may help shield children from harmful content such as fake news that is frequently rampant on these platforms. What happens when the political figures that should be fighting for democracy are using fake news to protect their reputations? As deepfakes become more convincing, the public has an increasingly difficult time knowing what's true and what's, a lie. A phenomenon called the liar's dividend thrives in this area of uncertainty, begging the question, can we trust our politicians when they deny legitimate news footage? Enter the Coalition for Content Provenance and Authenticity, known as C2PA, a tool to help determine whether content is real or AI generated. Committee members include Amazon, Google, and Meta. But it has its limitations, and fighting liar's dividend can often be an impossible task in an era lacking consensual reality, thanks to algorithms, deepfakes, AI, and polarizing content. Where does this leave us as Canadians? How is our government protecting us from fake news as AI evolves and becomes more believable? On June 4th, 2026, the Government of Canada released their new AI policy. But is it too late to protect Canadian democracy? Pillar 1 of the new policy, titled Protecting Canadians and Safeguarding Democracy, says that for Canadians, AI protections extend beyond AI itself to the digital systems on which government services, critical infrastructure, and national security depends, and that key actions include Canada will protect elections and democratic institutions from AI-enabled misinformation and foreign interference by working in partnership with law enforcement and security and intelligence agencies, applied AI research, testing, and deployment of Canadian technologies for fraud and extortion prevention, cyber defense, threat detection, and data protection. As the world of AI and deepfakes grow exponentially, is this policy enough to stay ahead of the game? Time will tell. In 2026, both the government and public face an ongoing battle against the threat of fake news. As misinformation and lies circulate the globe, only together can we fight for the truth to prevail. This has been a special report by Seeing Clearly. My name is Alyssa. Thanks for tuning in.